What is up, YouTube? Nice fall day out here, a little brisk. November, a lot of fall colors out here. It's only a few days before Thanksgiving in 2022, here in the year of 2022. I don't know where the last 3 years, 2020, the start of the pandemic, 2020, 2021, and 2022 is just about up. And I don't know where these 3 years have went, but I'm out here with my Sony's FX3. I've got it rigged out a little bit. I've got the matte box on here. I've got a field world monitor, little handle on the side, little handle right here. G Master lens, prime lens, 24 millimeters, F1.4. I'm going to be using the internal audio on this camera. I'm going to get out here and get some footage of, get a little bit of footage of the fall colors out here and everything. And I hope you enjoy this video. Let's go ahead and get this video started. All right, I'm shooting in 4K 24p. I'm going to be narrating this video as I go along. Audio, I'm using a Rode wireless microphone system. I have the little wind muff on because it's a little windy out here. I'm shooting in movie mode. I'm gonna put my other camera, I'm gonna actually take it over here with me. I don't want to leave it out. And again, this is just a little bit of footage. I'm gonna put my Sony ZV-1 down. Let that stay right there where I can see it. I have continuous autofocus on. Again, shooting in 4K 24p. I am holding the camera with both hands, and I'm walking as smooth as I possibly can. Gosh, look at the radius, the circumference of this chopped down tree right here. Wow. This tree is probably a few hundred years old before they cut it down. Look at that. Now, I'm not a fan of the cold in the wintertime, but I do like the colors. Now, this Sony 24 millimeter prime lens is not a focus. I mean, it's not a zooming lens. It can't zoom optically, but this camera, the FX3, does have clear image zoom. I'm going to demonstrate that now. I'm going to zoom in slow. Zoom out slow. I'm using the zoom rocker on the FX3. Zoom in fast, zoom out slow. Pretty neat feature to use on non-zoomable lenses. Get a low angle shot. And I do have standard stabilization on. I'm going to turn it off right now. I'm going to turn it off. It's off right now. The autofocus on these Sony cameras, specifically on the FX3, is very nice. Now I'm going to turn the standard stabilization back on. Okay, it's back on now. Now I'm going to put it into active, and it's going to crop in. And that gives you the best stabilization, but it does crop in. But as you can see right now, almost gimbal-like smooth. 4K 24p. Shooting in movie mode, iris, aperture f11, shutter 1/30, ISO 100, 4K 24p. Battery life, I started off at 100%. Started filming maybe about 10 minutes ago. I'm at 92% now. I've kind of, like, over the years gotten to know how to adjust exposure and how to film pretty much without, using automatic mode. I've kind of like taking my training wheels off, if you will. I'm going to go back into standard stabilization. I like a wider thing. Standard's not bad in my opinion. And if you have a this prime lens, Sony G Master 24mm, it doesn't have in-body any type of stabilization. But this FX3 has IBIS in-body image stabilization. I'm going to turn it off. Here it is off. Stabilization is off. I'm going to turn it back on. It's now on. Now it's supposed to be much colder tomorrow. It's in the 40s right now out here. Out here in the part of Maryland that I'm in. And tomorrow it's only supposed to be in the 30s. So it's going to be really chilly tomorrow. And I'm off of work. I'm on staycation for the week of Christmas, which is next week. Today is Saturday. So I'm definitely going to look forward to my my staycation. Again, recap of this video. This is the Sony FX3. I'm out here just capturing some footage. Right now I'm in standard stabilization. Shooting in movie mode, shutter speed 1/30, aperture f11, 3 stops over, ISO 100. 4K 24p. Using my the sound, using my Rode wireless mic. I'm going to jump back into active stabilization. And if you want to, if you don't, when you have these Sony cameras, Sony has a program. It's a stabilization program. God, I got a total brain lock right now. What is the name of that stabilization program? It uses gyro data. And if you use it, you can't have any stabilization on the camera on. You have to turn the stabilization on the camera off. I forgot. I'll put that up on the screen. Total brain lock now. But right now we're in active, steady shot stabilization. And if you stand still, this almost gives you like tripod stabilization. I'm going to turn it to standard. And this lens does have a autofocus and manual focus on it. used to wonder why people, when I didn't know anything about cameras too much, I used to wonder why people used to shoot in 24p and things like that. But now I understand why people shoot in 24p. It takes away that soap opera look, that live look, which I don't like. I used to be a big fan of 60 frames per second, but not anymore. It's either 30p or 24p. It gives you that quote-unquote cinematic look. And I am right now shooting at 4K 24 frames per second. Battery 89%. The tally lights that are on this camera are really nice. The record button right now is lit up, and there's like a light in the back of the camera that's lit up. Very nice. Look at that beautiful sun. That'll be setting pretty soon. Standard stabilization is on right now. My dirty vehicle right there. I should go to the car wash. The thing I like about this camera, I have the Sony ZV-E10, and that camera has horrible stabilization in 4K only. In 1080p, the stabilization is almost non-existent on the ZV-E10 in 1080p. But in 4K, the rolling shutter on that camera is terrible. I didn't say stabilization before. I hope I say rolling shutter. Yeah, the rolling shutter on that camera on the ZV-E10 is bad in 4K. But in this camera, in 4K, because of the fast sensor readout, you get almost next to no rolling shutter in 4K. I don't notice any. As a matter of fact, let me find something vertical like this tree, and let's do the test. Look at that. I don't see any rolling shutter. Look at that. Whip it fast. I don't see any rolling shutter. Look at that. Now if that was the if this was the ZV-E10, that tree, when I'm doing like this, it would look really like warpy and wobbly. Like doing this on the ZV-E10, it would be all warpily and wobbly. It would look jello-y like looking, but not with the FX3. Loving this camera so far. Nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to end it. Just coming out here, getting some footage with my Sony FX3 on this crisp, chilly fall day in late to mid-November. If you like videos like this, consider subscribing. Hit that thumbs up. Let me try one more thing, see if you can vlog with this setup right here. Heavy. I couldn't do this all day. But anyway, yeah, you can vlog with this camera. But just not how I have it rigged out. But anyway, comment, like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Peace out, y'all.